Scott Narver, what do you want to do today?
Jake Lloyd Bacon, there's nothing else I want to do than talk to you about One-Eyed Willie.
Damn it, Scott, I'm so sick of this.
What?
It's just a tattoo on Brock Lesnar's chest, okay? It's just design of Sin Cara's wardrobe on that t-shirt. Everything is about dicks with you.
No. You misunderstand. I want to do wrestling casting call and talk about the Goonies.
Oh, One-Eyed Willie the pirate.
Yes, of course. One-Eyed Willie the pirate.
Got it. He probably had a huge dick.
Wrestler casting call The Goonies today on Pro Wrestling Palskis.
Hey, Scott Narver.
Hey, Jake Lloyd Bacon.
Hello to everybody out there joining us for another episode of PWP. It's a special Tuesday live.
Tuesday live. So put down them tacos because it's all day.
Oh,
this is limited time.
Do you think that maybe it's a little bit taboo doing it today?
Oh, geez, I don't want to see your browser history. Let's not get into that, you creep. No, the new thing is this now.
What's that?
That's what ladies do on profiles for their dating.
They're lazy. They just have like a lazy one side of their face.
Yeah. This pose of one hand going underneath, scooping it, and
are we super
a
cute?
smile. Like they're really enamored with themselves, as though they've come up with something clever that everyone is posting.
Ooh, I hope that's one of our options for the thumbnail for the YouTube live when we're done. Speaking of the YouTube live, hey, the only way to get access to these episodes live is cold hard cash, $5 measly a month. Get you access to the lives as well as all the other material over at patreon.com/PWPalskis. It also gets you entered into the monthly championship Palski Battle Royal. Our current PWP champ, Tony Griggs, the most winningest champ in 2025, maybe of all time. I don't know. I can't remember who's at the top, but Tony's up there at the end of the year.
I know what his watch along is, and I'm excited.
Ooh,
I got the inside scoop.
Well, if you're excited, it must be Ricochet versus Seth Rollins in a chat off.
Oh, Jesus. I thought it was a trampoline match, but no. They're going to speak. Cripes.
Yeah, wrestlers shouldn't be allowed to talk.
They shouldn't be allowed to, but yet they've managed to do it.
They do it so much and so frequently. I was telling you, I told you the other night, and then I was telling you before we talked, and now I'm going to tell everybody because that's how talking works. I watched Body Slam, that movie from the 80s. It's available on Prime.
Yes.
And it hasn't been available to stream anywhere in a long time. So when I saw that it popped up, I was like, all right, well, I got to put this on. And I was like,
I bought it on Blu-ray.
Ooh, I was working, doing stuff. And I was like, oh, I'll put this on because it's like an easy thing. And I immediately got sucked in, not because it's good, but because it's bad. And
you have to constantly look at who's showing up on screen.
And question
why are things happening? And why are your main characters of Roddy Piper and Tonga Kid not in it?
It's so okay. Here's the thing about Body Slam is that there's a good premise in there, not for a modern movie, but for a movie from the 80s. There's a good premise and a good movie in there. A premise being that this like
an enjoyable movie.
Yeah, that there's this.
I don't know if we're gonna go as far as good.
No, but why? Okay, I have so many questions. So the main character is the most unlikable, smarmy douchebag who they try to make charming, but it doesn't come off as charming.
But give him no qualities to be charming.
Right, 100%. They don't even make him
like a so it's Dirk Benedict, from the A-Team, who's playing this Vince McMahon-esque character.
He's a music agent for rock stars, but he's not really. He only manages like a shitty band but he says that he manages like Madonna and Barbara Streisand and
he's always
Liberace.
coming up with a scheme like, well,
Yeah.
I'm right around the corner from being rich. Like I'm going to be this great guy. I'm young. I'm smart. I oogle the ladies while in my sweet car.
Right.
And
that he can't pay for. It's constantly getting repossessed. And that wasn't even the Repo Man. Didn't even have the Repo Man do that job. Come on.
Well,
missed opportunity. Oh, okay. Got
it. He has none of the writing on his side or any of the charm of a Mark Harmon from Summer School.
Okay. All right. I don't know Summer School, but I know Mark Harmon, and so I get it.
How dare you?
Yeah, it's one of those.
Carl Reiner.
I know of it. I just haven't seen it yet. It's been on the list forever. But yeah,
since the 80s.
Exactly, forever for me. Literally as long as I've been born. So the movie is like him accidentally becoming a wrestling manager because he thought that Roddy Piper was a musician. And he ends up being a manager for Roddy Piper and Jacob Fatu's father, whose name is escaping me. The Tonga Kid?
That's his dad?
Yeah, that's Jacob Fatu's dad in that movie.
Okay. How can a kid be a dad?
By the way, in looking that up, finding out that Jacob Fatu was over a decade younger than me, that shit does not track. He's like a grown man. How am I over a decade older than Jacob Fatu? That shit doesn't track.
I don't know.
But anyways, so he ends up managing them.
Summer School.
he ends up managing them, and then they're barely in the movie.
It's crazy.
It doesn't. Every time they're on screen, I'm like, this is great. And by the way, he's got Roddy Piper's character has a hilariously cute little daughter who's like on the road with them and is like kind of tough and is like scamming the manager and taking his money.
She's done stuff too. She's I'm trying to remember who she is,
but
she got gigs after that. Like that wasn't just the one and only time.
Wasn't a one enough. But the idea is that he decides, or he figures out accidentally, that he can merge his wrestling clients and his shitty 80s band clients, who don't know how to play their instruments, by the way, and create rock and wrestling. So people can come to a wrestling show and see the concert. And it's like, okay, it could have been a fun road trip movie about these unlikely pairing of the wrestlers and the teen rockers on tour. They barely have any interactions in the entire movie. There's so many ideas here, but it's just not good. But it's got a bunch of wrestlers in it. If you like being the Leonardo, the Leo gif from whatever the fuck that movie was. Is it Great Gatsby or is it Wolf of Wall Street? I can't remember. Where he points. You know, the gif of Leo pointing in the movie theater? If you like being that guy.
I'm glad you spent the time to watch that gif rather than Summer School. Wonder Mutt is spinning in his grave.
And I've watched it so many times that it's longer of my life than the movie Summer School.
The daughter of Roddy Piper in the movie is Kelly Martin, who is in ER. Life Goes On. She's a voice in a Goofy movie. She's done a lot.
She's been around the block.
A lot of stuff. Well, hold on now. That's Piper's movie daughter you're talking about here. I wouldn't say that, you perv.
All right. But anyways, yeah, if you want to watch a bad but entertainingly bad movie.
Wrestlers constantly, Samoans, Barbarians.
The Samoans are my favorite part of the movie. And it was
very good. Billy Barty steals the movie for me.
Yes. Him and what's his face from Match
Charles
Game.
Nelson Riley.
Charles Nelson Riley are so funny. Those segments out of the movie, I'm like, that's what the whole movie should have been. Yeah. But the other thing I was gonna say was the Samoans, when they first show up, they're the like henchmen of the little Korean actor who's also in a bunch of stuff from the 80s, whose name I don't remember. But I immediately in that moment was like, okay, this is a movie from the 80s. Did they think that the Samoans are
John
Korean?
Fujikoa.
Yeah. Do they think that the Samoans are Korean? Is that because that was like, are we just to believe that anybody who's non-white in this movie is one ethnicity? But they're credited as the Samoans.
You said that guy's Korean.
In the movie, he's Korean. That's the ongoing joke is our lead character, who's insanely racist, keeps saying things about Japan, and he keeps going.
The 80s, so it's okay.
Right. That's allowed.
He's actually Hawaiian, so fuck everybody.
Well, there you go. Anyways, Body Slam. It's not good, but it's got a whole lot of wrestlers in it. It's got Captain Albano.
Next time there's a WWE ESPN exclusive event. Watch Body Slam instead with all your friends.
That you don't have access to because you didn't drop $75. The one thing that I did feel was pretty blatant was that the Legion of Doom or Road Warriors said no because there's the tag team in the movie, and I don't know who those guys are. They're clearly wrestlers because they do wrestle in the movie, but they're obviously supposed to be the Road Warriors, Axe and Hammer.
Well, one of them's the Barbarian.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. One of them, they both seemed familiar, but I didn't recognize them off. But it seems like they're just dressed in their face paint. They're just supposed to be like the Road Warriors. So my guess is that they said no.
I'm trying to see. Well, you also assume that people like would go and ask wrestlers to go be these parts. And it's like, probably not.
Right. That's
They
fair.
just wanted, let me see here. Let me see who this wrestler is, because I don't recall them there's no photo of them. Oh yeah, this dude did wrestle some, but he never really had a Tejo Khan. Like he's got the
Maybe
look,
a jobber of some sort. Right.
No, you can't be that size and be a jobber. Can't be in that condition. And but yeah, he wrestled. He did looks like AWA stuff and Jim Crockett stuff, but
got it.
Never anything of significance for us or our audience to be like, oh yeah, that dude.
Right.
He's no barbarian.
But yeah. Anyways, there's that. But we're not here to talk about movies from the 80s. Oh, wait.
Hey, Piper to Piper. Piper's in Body Slam. Piper's in the music videos for the Goonies.
That I don't remember.
The Goonies, there's no pre-show, but off-air talk about the Goonies, and Jake's like, I think I remember the Goonies enough. I'm like, oh my God, you don't. Good Enough is Cyndi Lauper's song with a very music video in which there are two music videos. It's a 2-part music video, the same song, and it features a ton of wrestlers in it.
Really? Is part of the Rock and Wrestling Connection, all thanks to fucking Body Slam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Piper's in them. Andre, Captain Lou Albano, Fabulous Moolah.
We need to, I got to post those in the Discord when this episode airs, which will be tonight, I think.
Everybody else has seen them a bunch, Jake.
I don't know that that's true. We have some people in our Discord who are very young. There were a lot of people who were like, when I was a little kid and John Cena was doing this and that, that's why I'm emotional now. And I was like, oh shit.
That was over 35 years ago.
That's not even as old as Jacob Fatu.
No. But yeah, we're doing a wrestling casting call, and we're going to do the Goonies.
Listen, every now and then you just got to tune into PWP to get all the current news in wrestling. And sometimes you don't, because we want to cast the movie that everybody remembers.
Fucking Corey Graves had another baby. Wow. Ugh. Until it's tattooed, who gives a shit?
Do you think they're going to do it themselves?
Yeah, they're clearly home tattooers.
Sure, that's understandable. Yeah, the Goonies. This movie, Alexandra had never seen it up until like last year.
Really?
Yeah, and I was.
That's why you didn't marry her?
It was one of those things where I couldn't. I couldn't quite wrap my head around how you couldn't even see it.
Ever?
Like accidentally on television, because I feel like it was just on TV 24 hours a day.
Or just you hear about it enough and you go, oh, geez, I guess I got to watch Goonies. People really enjoy it.
Right. Although apparently the modern generation does not. Like there's a group of young people who don't get why it's good, that don't like it, that think that we're just nostalgic and that it's a bad movie. And those people are all dumb children, so their opinion means nothing.
So it's not even one of those things where it's like, Goonies is a derogatory term that stems from something. So everything about it is socially and culturally wrong.
That was Body Slam throwing around derogatory phrases for gay people every 30 seconds.
Well, see, that's the thing. They own it so fast. You go, oh, that's just this movie. Okay, got it. That's they were capturing what was going on behind the scenes on camera.
Right. That they actually didn't realize they were rolling at that time. All right, well, everybody knows what this is at this point. We just fucking put wrestlers in places of children. Because this is the thing is like this movie does have children. So are we assuming that the wrestlers are just adults playing children like Wet Hot American Summer?
We have de-aging technology.
Okay, so they're not the children version of these wrestlers. They are actually the wrestlers with mocap.
Yeah. I mean, you can put them in the mocap suits. You can have,
great.
If someone happens to look boyish or girlish enough, maybe they can just pull it off.
Okay.
With a little bit of good makeup, like some good shadows on the cheekbones.
Alrighty. Respect that.
Yeah. We have to see what casting brings.
Where do you want to start?
I say we can do a few of the Goonies, then maybe we'll skip to the Fratellis and maybe some other characters. But let's dip our toe in a couple of the Goonies. You got your main Goonie. You got your leader. You got Mikey, played by Sean Astin.
Yeah.
And his father, John Astin, was in Body Slam.
Wait, really? Look at that. We're on theme. That's the theme of the episode.
The Astins. Gomez Adams himself.
All right. I mean, he's like he's the primary protagonist of a movie about a big group of ensemble, but he's our
wide-eyed wanderer. The one who really wants to. He doesn't want to leave the Goondocks. Like
he doesn't want to grow up.
Because everything that is happening in this adventure is all because Troy's father is the real estate tycoons that are just scooping up all the land, and they can't pay what is owed. In order, they're going to lose all their houses, and they all have to move out, which means they're all not going to move together. All these families, and they're never going to see each other again. They're never going to be friends. They'll never be Goonies anymore. Like they'll all be split up and sad.
Yeah, and he doesn't like that, so he wants one more adventure, but it's really the subtext is that he wants to just hang on to it forever. He doesn't want it to end ever.
Yeah.
And so he's the one who, if I'm not mistaken, it's his attic that they're in, and he's like, "Oh, my dad used to tell me the story about One-Eyed Willie." Right?
Yeah, his dad, I think, works for the museum or something like that. Curates a bunch of like old artifacts. And,
he's like a historian or something of that.
Yeah, and they find a treasure map.
Yeah. To One-Eyed Willie's treasure. So he's sort of like, I think he's a baby face, like a Pinnacle kind of baby face.
And he has asthma.
Does he?
He's always working from the bottom.
Okay.
Like he's got struggles.
Right. No, I get it.
I didn't say working for the bottom.
Are we gonna utilize size as far as like the Goonies and respectively towards one another, and then the wrestlers towards one another? Like who's smaller, who's bigger?
Well, it's great because you can shrink them or you can do whatever to them.
Oh, okay, great, good point.
And post.
Yeah, this one's tough. Do you have any ideas? I mean, I'm thinking about like that's just the perpetual baby face.
Well, obviously we have stacks of photos and resumes in front of us, so we can look at some of these and go like, oh, like right now, I'm, Jungle Boy popped up, and it's like, oh, I can see why you'd think that on paper, like, oh, wide-eyed wanderer and want to do this, but sadly he can't emote, so we can't use him.
I mean, is Cody too on the nose? Just like
Cody?
a good old American boy. He just wants, he's just everything is about his dad and about where he came from.
Well, this isn't about his dad. This kid Cody is about ending racism and getting championships for his father, but Mikey's in it for the Goonies and families.
Oh, okay.
Like it's bigger and broader than that, and Mikey would never get a horrible neck tattoo.
I mean, not if he would have stayed on the Goondocks, but now that he's, listen. Who do you got then? Who are you thinking?
Well, there's all kinds of wrestlers from days of old and new, and let's see. Let me keep going through some of my headshots and resumes here of people that are submitting for this part. John Moxley.
Oh, No, I can't. John, if anybody, I know who he is, and it's not this character.
Yeah, he's not in the Mikey pile.
He's not in the Mikey pile. He might be in a mouth pile.
That's possible. John Silver of the Dark Order.
Oh fuck, I can't really remember him enough.
The little stocky one that's all energetic.
Right. Okay. Don't love it because I don't know enough of the personality. It's hard, that's hard. That's just like hard for me to grasp onto.
Well, this is what we call spitballing, Jake. So
I get it. I know, and that's
that's
why I'm returning my thoughts on it.
No. To finish the thought is when you also mention other wrestlers, so he keeps spitballing ideas out.
Okay. All right.
Because I know you're about to say
Spike
Devon Dudley. Oh, so close. I was almost in your head.
Spike Dudley's about family. He's a little guy. Probably has asthma.
Bit of a dick.
Oh, okay. Bit of a dick. Not true. Or not accurate, rather. Who's sort of like a perpetual... What about perpetual baby face Ricky Steamboat?
Oh, Ricky's got some of the attributes. Like, I could see a little bit of that.
Right. Like, he's perpetual good guy. He's all about his friends. He's always helping people. A family man in the sense that, like,
that makes me think of somebody else in regards to that. Someone who's a bit of a wanderer and has ideas. And at times in the Goonies, like, people just start saying, Mikey, you're crazy. Mikey, this is too much. Mikey, what are you talking about? Mikey, we should just go home. Which I feel like a lot of people say to Sami Zayn.
Listen, we cast Sammy in literally every single movie.
You do. This is the first time I'm doing it.
I mean, Sammy's a great one. But
And
also...
I totally believe that he has asthma.
But... Yeah... No, that's a good one. That's the front runner right now. Let's see. I'm looking up rosters. I'm looking through the headshots, the pile of headshots.
Because Jeff Jarrett's been around the block just too much.
Yeah, it's harder to pick. It's harder to pick any of the older generation because we know too much about them now. Too much time has passed. Wait a minute. What about Mick Foley?
I like Mick too. Mick would be a good one. Mick would be a good Mikey. Because he is
exactly.
Is a
literally, I think that's a little bit better than Sammy. Also, because I do think he's the sort of person who feels more underdog and also inspires the people around him.
That's true.
Whereas I arguably maybe Sammy would still be in the mouth pile as well because I think he's more of like, shut up, stop talking.
Right.
I like Mick so far.
I'm all for Mick.
All right. Well, let's put him down for the sake of
There goes my idea for Tyrus. Okay, so with Mick in place there, he's got his older brother, Brand, played by Josh Brolin.
By Thanos himself. And so he's like perpetual cool guy, but also he's like good big brother too.
He's not cool.
No? Isn't he like...
No, because Troy and all of his friends are cool.
He's trying to be
with
cool.
Andy, who have like the varsity jackets with the football players. And Brand is working out and stuff, but he is not accepted amongst them. And he's not a total jerk to his brother, his younger brother, Mikey. Like, he's always hanging around, does it, he kind of picks on the friends a little bit, but he's bigger and they still see, like, there's the admiration and the, I'm going to needle all them a little bit, but he's not hanging out with all his friends. He doesn't have this group of everybody else. He's okay and like cool to hang out with them, with all the younger kids that are his brother's friends.
Okay.
So he's not an outcast necessarily in any way, but he's
an outsider.
Yes.
I did not
Eric
mean.
Bischoff.
I did not mean. Okay, I was gonna say I did not mean to
A
connect
real
that.
hanger on.
I didn't mean to connect that to
Going,
wrestling.
hey guys, let's hang out, huh?
I was actually gonna say CM Punk was the first as you were describing it.
Okay, there's someone we put in everything.
Do we really? Okay. I mean, yeah. There is still all right, so even though among maybe his peers he's not included, among the Goonies he does have some semblance of authority
Because he's big.
because he's big.
He's older. He's wiser. Yeah, he's got a little bit of clout. But what happens when they want to go on the adventure and he's saying like, no, we got to stay home. Mom says we can't go. What do? They outsmart him and they tie him up with this stretchy,
Right.
elastic
Stretch
chest.
Oh
exerciser.
yeah, right.
So he can be outwitted,
Yes.
but then he's savvy enough to go grab a little girl's bike and try and find them.
Is he Dominic Mysterio?
No, because he doesn't have sex with all the female Goonies and cheat on all of them.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
You know, sometimes when we cast someone, it's like an all-encompassing personality, and sometimes it's like, well, no, it's a specific personality.
No, yeah,
Because
exactly.
there's someone who I was going to throw out there, and I'm like, no, not the wrestling career of this person at all.
Okay.
Adam Pearce. Just the GM version of Adam Pearce.
I could see that. Yeah, I can definitely see that. There's a vibe.
Some of that.
There's an essence. There's an essence to it.
Like Adam Pearce in segments never shuts the door on someone and berates them to get out. He can be upset and he can be dismayed and he can be like, why? But he still hangs around.
He's a listener.
Like he still takes the time to be like, all right, I'm still hanging out with everybody. Because we don't see Adam Pearce then go hang out with other general managers or anything. Like he may not have any friends. He may have to be with all these people.
Can I just throw out one other person, one alt?
Oh, you can throw out many alts.
Kurt Angle.
Oh yeah. Dressed in the Shield gear. Me too, guys.
Like there's all the stuff that you were saying and describing Adam Pearce, I was also like, okay, that also I feel like kind of applies to Kurt Angle. And Kurt Angle's also he's the nerd. Again, he's a jock and he wants to be a jock even more than he is a jock.
Yeah.
And he's all like, guys, come on, we like wrestling. We like amateur wrestling, you guys. And he's always
Kurt Angle
tried to be funny, but he was never quite there. And he was often outsmarted. But also could get it done. I think I like Kurt Angle a little bit more so than Adam Pearce, but I will step back to the Adam Pearce if you like that casting better.
I think I do too. Because I also like Mick Foley and Kurt Angle being brothers.
Yes, that does bring me joy. Especially with Foley as the younger of the two.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking this.
All right.
Are we going to get that stalactite poster with all these guys and their heads on it?
Oh, no, it's not. I don't know that kind of time.
Okay, so we've got Mick Foley as Mikey of the Goonies so far. I'm going to put that down on a sheet here. So
write it down.
Then Brand, we've got Kurt Angle. Let's jump over to Andy. Andy being played by quintessential 80s actress Carrie Green, who is with Troy, the cool guy, and is always like sympathetic to the Goonies and stuff, but then hangs around with the Goonies, and Troy's, dismissive and hating that she wants to hang around them, and later, like calling her a Goonie as an insult, like, Andy, you Goonie.
Right.
And she's got the hots for Brand, and ultimately sees like Brand's the good guy.
Right.
But when they're in the caves, She ends up kissing Mikey.
Yeah.
Mikey has braces.
Let's see, Andy. So again, like, you know, I think when we're in the Goonies, when they're in the key Goonies, we're still in babyface territory. Not obviously not all of them. Some of them are tweeners, but I think we're strictly in the babyface category here.
Yeah, I think so too. She doesn't even have temptations of like, oh, I'm going to be with the bad guys and do all that. She may just get wrapped up with them and just ultimately from this adventure see, oh, Troy and them aren't good guys.
Right.
These are good guys and these are my friends. And she can play the organ.
That's right. There's a little musical talent there.
Yeah, she helps the adventure. She is not just a damsel in distress or anything like that. She adds to the furthering of treasure finding.
This is a tough one because of how the character started. Because obviously there's a lack of innocence here, as I believe she was a stripper. But post stripper Kelly,
Jake,
when she was sort of just like
she was an exhibitionist. Okay.
Oh, is that what they said?
That is not the same thing as a stripper. She's not doing it for money.
I didn't know. I wasn't watching at this time.
She was doing it because she was compelled to, because of her exhibition nature. And then fell in love with Balls Mahoney.
Right. Yeah.
As one does. All right, there's a little something there.
Like, I'm just trying to think of like sort of that like brand of like Cheshire smile, like just everything is great and I'm here and we're having fun. And then there was that fun little love triangle on the WWE CW with Drew McIntyre and Trent Beretta that I enjoyed thoroughly.
I mean, if you're talking love triangles in wrestling, there's no one who could play that role better than Karen Jarrett.
The rescind to you. I don't really know the character. I don't know enough about Karen Jarrett.
Formerly Karen Angle.
Sure.
And think of how layered that would be.
So we're getting real blurring.
Then we got to cast Troy. Then we cast Jeff Jarrett as Troy.
So is that what we're doing? We're already getting ahead.
So look at this. Look, just hear me out on this possible example, okay? Of what we're doing. Kurt Angle and formerly Karen Angle in the movie end up as the lovers, teenage lovers, but in real life, divorced, many children together. But Jeff Jarrett is Troy, the boyfriend that she doesn't want to go with, the bad one. And then now Karen,
you sold me.
We've got on-set drama for sure.
You sold me. And plus, I mean,
but we also get to meet Taylor Swift.
I don't get their connection.
Taylor Swift was famously known to be Jeff Jarrett's kid's babysitter.
Oh, does he talk about that in every possible interview there is?
No, it's just I remember he had mentioned it to me early on, and I didn't know who the fuck Taylor Swift was. And then it's just been a thing that people found out, and I think bring up to him more often than he says it, because it's just like, yeah, that's Taylor.
All right. Well, hey, I think we've just knocked out two new cast members. Then,
now, do you want to do that?
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay, Karen Jarrett is Andy. Sorry, Marina Schaefer. Who's that on that one?
So do you want to jump to some Fratellis?
Sure.
So
there's the sons.
There's the smart son and the dumb son, and then Sloth. Those are the three Fratellis, right?
Who's the smart son and the dumb son?
Joe.
Oh, the dumb one's Jake?
No, is it Jake or is it John?
There's Jake and Francis. So obviously the dumb one would be Jake by your logic.
No, I don't think that is that the other brother. I thought it was.
Who watches the Goonies more than you?
Apparently. Yeah. Oh, okay. For some reason,
the cast list up
I have it as well, but for some reason they don't list the last name of Jake. But they do list the last name
It's
of Francis.
Fratelli.
Yeah. I know, but the point I'm trying to make is I didn't realize that was the other brother because they didn't last the last name. I assumed that they would keep it uniform. And if he was cast as Francis Fratelli, whatever the brother's name would also say Fratelli. Great. Yeah. So Jake is the dumb one.
Robert Davi and Joe Pantoliano.
Yeah. Joe Pantoliano is the quote smart one.
Is he?
I think so.
No.
He's the one. No? Okay.
He's not the one that busts out of prison with a genius plan. The movie starts off with a presumed suicide in prison, and it's a kid's movie. This is good shit.
You know, the 80s.
The 80s. Robert Davi has hung himself in his cell. And the guard's like, jeez. Like, another one.
Right.
I can't wait for Troy's family to close down my house so I don't have to work here anymore. And then finds a suicide note. It's a ruse. And then fucking Davi knocks him out, undoes the hook that was preventing him from actually being hung.
Right.
And then busts out and then like sets fire to
all right.
the perimeter of the prison.
Sounds like he's a real architect.
Oh, no, that's Pantoliano. Pantoliano sets it up, but he's got the head. They're both crafty. They just are annoyed with each other constantly. And Davi, though, Jake is the one that speaks Italian and sings.
Got it. Okay. Well, right there, you just made me immediately think it has to be Santino Marella.
Does Santino actually speak Italian?
Yeah. Haven't you ever heard the way he says people's names? What language do you think that is?
Racistly. I think it's Canadianese.
Canadianese.
I think there's a possibility there. I know we also cast Santino a lot as well.
Do we? Oh, okay, see that I don't recall, but I believe it. It's tough because when you see him, you go, yeah, he looks like some 80s wrestlers. It's easy just to cast appearance for this one.
He's a taller, bigger one.
Yeah. He's more. I guess that's why I assumed that Pantoliano was the smart one because I always assumed it was like brains and brawn between the two of them. But yeah, I guess you're right. I guess they're both
pretty equally split.
Yeah.
Now Francis has the toupee.
That's right.
So he's got insecurities there.
Right.
So he's got the hair. Where something can go awry, and he's like, my hair.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think in keeping on what we tend to do with these is like, we tend to cast baby faces as good guys in movies, protagonists, and we tend to cast heels as antagonists. I feel like I'm trying to think of some heels. Not that there aren't a few, people who have been both that might work, but
what about this one?
Okay. I
Unless you got something. Do you have something loaded?
I was just gonna say for Jake, I was thinking Drew McIntyre.
That's pretty good. That might beat what I got.
He's got like, he's big. We've shown that he's like crafty, but also sometimes he's kind of dumb. He's got hyper fixated. Mm-hmm. He's not entirely unsuave either. Like there's character there. He's charming at times.
I believe he would be mean to a child and possibly blend his hand.
Sure.
Because I was going to go with Adam Copeland.
There's and there's some similarity between the two. I think that Drew is easier to laugh at.
Yeah.
I think
Drew is also ever more threatening.
Yes. Yeah.
Edge's face just creeps you out.
Sure.
But we have enough of that with Sloth, so we don't need that from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre is Jake. And who's his brother? Who's Drew's brother?
Who's
Joe.
His brother's Francis.
I'm sorry, yeah, Joe. I was thinking of the actor Joe Pantoliano. I mean, he's little. He's Weasley. He's a lot of classic wrestling managers is what he is, but also I'm sure there's quite a few wrestlers that'll fit that as well. He is cruel, but like you said, there's insecurity with the hair.
Yeah. I think Jake is the more cruel run.
Right.
Francis definitely takes more delight in everything, like laughs more.
Right.
If the personality was there a bit more, Nick Nemeth came to mind,
Okay.
but I'm not totally sold on him,
Right.
because I feel like someone can potentially do it better.
I mean, what about his
Shinsuke Nakamura?
Wait for I don't get that connection at all. I was going to say, what about Drew McIntyre's, kayfabe brother
Danhausen.
of Sheamus? He laughs a lot. He has a good time, but also respect the Hawk. He's a little self-conscious about his hair and people don't like it.
The problem is with this, Sloth has to be a goddamn
You're right.
skyscraper.
You're right. You're 100% right. We're already putting, no.
Because Davi's a tall guy.
Right. But okay.
We'll do some special effects and such.
Well,
But,
I mean, we do have a bunch of children. Yeah.
But yeah, to go two giant brothers feels like, that's a little tough. I think we do have to play off the, not necessarily Laurel and Hardy of it all, but the height differential.
Sure.
Of brothers. Which is clearly why you're thinking Luther.
Luther Reigns?
No. No one's thinking of Luther Reigns.
What about Crash Holly?
So now we're pulling from the dead.
We've done that in the past, haven't we?
We have. I just wanted to make sure because right now we were pulling from the living, the actively.
Right now we were doing it so that we could actually make this if we wanted to.
Yes, and then we went. All right. Well, we have to do a seance.
No, I guess that's fair. I guess there's plenty of other. Maybe this is Jungle Boy. I also feel like
Jungle Boy.
I also
they
feel
did
like
take that photo together.
Oh, but I also feel like these are both people too who really don't like getting yelled at by mom. Like that's a big part of it.
You know what? I'm sorry. I was scrolling through some pages and looking at some rosters. I'm sorry to do this, but I'm going to question the Drew McIntyre of it all.
Great. Especially if you got a pair.
I don't have a pair, but this might make an easier pairing.
Okay.
What about as Jake, it's LA Knight instead?
Okay.
Doesn't he give you more Robert Davi vibes?
Okay, yeah, there's a little bit there.
He would sing arrogantly. And
no, you're right.
That.
Yeah, there's there again. That's that suave that I was talking about. There's some suave there. Yeah.
The Kavorka.
And who would be
in a wrestling show?
Who would be the other guy?
Okay, so LA Knight and his younger brother. That's okay. Again, going through roster pages, and one kind of hit me, and I go, I'm not gonna say the one. What about JD McDonough?
I do like that. That's good. There's an inherent insecurity, I feel, in just everything he does.
Right?
That's pretty good.
Knight and JD McDonough is the two Fratelli brothers.
I like that. That's a good pairing. Yeah, I like that. I don't think I'm going to come up with anything better.
And they both have initials as their first name.
Hey, look at that. All right, you want to go finish our Goonies?
How the fuck do you spell McDonough?
McDonouh. McDonough.
Turns out, no. I mean, yes, I think that is how you would normally spell, but not in this. It's McDonagh.
Right.
European, anybody?
I'm not peeing. I'm just sitting here. All righty.
You're a pooping.
So we got 4 more Goonies, right?
4 more Goonies. Let's go Steph, played by Martha Plimpton.
I had such a crush on Martha Plimpton in literally everything ever as a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Did it work out?
No, it didn't work out. Okay, so she is the more like unwilling. She's harder
to peg.
She's also an unwilling participant, I feel like, in most of this.
Annoyed a lot of the time.
Right.
Call stuff out. Annoyed with mouth much of the time.
Right.
Yet hangs out, like is always there for the adventure. But not a lot of characteristics that are easy to just pinpoint, in my opinion, to go like, oh, Steph is this,
Right.
Steph is this, Steph is this. I also had to look it up because I didn't know what her character name was in it. I could
Got
name everybody else, but
Yeah.
I don't recall them saying a lot of times like, Steph, what are you doing?
I couldn't remember anybody who doesn't have a silly nickname. Like I couldn't remember any of the real names. I had to have it up on the screen. When you were like, let's do Mikey first, I was like, okay, great.
Who the fuck's Mikey?
Hey, Mikey.
But also,
Yeah.
she's great at getting lobsters with her face because that's how we're introduced to her,
Right.
right? Like she's dunking her head into a big
all right. I got it.
tank or something.
I got it. ODB.
Well, she's not a raving drunk.
Yet. Often a
Okay.
reluctant participant. She's a little trashy, but also has a heart of gold.
I'm not going to say no to ODB. I think there's
Right.
something there.
Right, but maybe we could do better.
Yeah. I think that could be the case.
Um,
Athena?
who is Athena? I don't remember.
See?
Is that the name of somebody?
Can't quite
different?
remember. Little hard to peg.
Is that what's her face? Is that the werewolf girl from
Yep. Ember Moon.
Ember Moon was her name, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I
'cause
think
what could you
Athena's
tell me
too-
about Athena?
I think she's too nerdy though.
Is she?
Yeah, she's just like she's like a video game nerd, and she's like all in her head. I don't think she's. I think if anything, she would have been better for the other girl than Steph.
Okay.
I don't think she has. There's an edge to Steph, to Martha Plimpton.
A cope.
There's a cope to her.
Tony Storm.
Okay, I like that. We have cast Tony Storm in something previously as well, but
Oh, did we? Okay.
I think we cast her as Lydia in Beetlejuice. And then afterwards, we realized we picked the wrong person, and it 100% should have been Darby Allin. And we apologized.
No, I thought that was
Maybe it was the other way around.
Alicia Fox.
No, that's Alicia Fox is the mother, is Catherine O'Hara's character, unless I'm mixing up character names.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, I don't dislike that. That's a good one. Now, here's the thing though. Is it like timeless tone, like the modern version of it, or kind of?
Yes.
Yeah.
'Cause she always seems irritated.
Right.
She's just a big potty mouth now. As you know, all starlets were back in the fucking silent movie era.
Can I up?
I don't understand her character.
What about Rhea Ripley?
No.
Too
because
cool?
There would be no
Too with it?
Goonies. There would just be
Great.
like,
Great.
who the fuck is she?
Alrighty, that's fair.
She can't. She's not girl next door. She's not any
Right.
of that. She's just.
Okay, respect that.
Now, if her character said stuff constantly throughout the movie and we go, I don't understand what she said, to me, it would be perfect. But
right.
I can understand every single word she says. So can't choose that one.
What about Ivory?
Yeah, there's a little something there.
Because we had the multiple versions. We had like the right to censor as sort of the like irritated by everything version of the character. But then there's also like kind of the nerdy, bubbly, but not like, uncool.
Jake. What about
Hit me.
Shayna Baszler?
I don't see that.
She's got an edge to her.
I don't. Okay.
She is threatening to mouth, and you're like, yeah, I think Martha Plimpton's going to beat up Corey Feldman.
You're not wrong there. And there's
I
definitely
can't
everything
recall
she
necessarily
does.
when they go under the waterfall,
Everything she
when
does
the
looks
water
like
hits,
unwilling.
her
Right.
eyebrows may go away. I don't know. I can't say for certain. I'd have to watch it in 4K.
I did say that she seems like an unwilling participant, and Shayna Baszler does seem to be unwilling to do everything she's doing. So I like
and
it. I like
Martha
it.
Plimpton, her hair is wet for more than half the movie, which Shayna Baszler's is all the time.
There we go. Now, is she going to date a dye job so she can be a blonde, or does that not matter?
I don't think it matters.
Great.
We can do it in post.
All right, I love it.
Excellent.
All right. What about Data?
This is a tough one.
Ki-Hu Kwan is so iconic.
Lovable.
I know. It's like he's like one of the most iconic child actors of all time as well, which makes it
then unhireable.
Right, sure, but
for all of time.
It makes it that much tougher, but he's super
James Bond
smart.
lover?
He's super smart. He's a James Bond lover. He's always coming up with
more
something.
Q than James Bond.
Right. Yeah, of course. He is a little bit obnoxious, but he's rarely wrong, which is what's part of the joy of his
lovingly so.
Right.
And, always on the alert, like always saying like, oh, there's, look out, there's danger. We got to be careful, guys. Like he's always thinking of the group. Like if Mikey wasn't there, he would totally be the leader.
Right. But also in a way that it's not always kind. He's like nice, but not kind. It's like that saying where you could be nice and kind, but rarely people are both.
Okay.
Like, I feel like he's more of the East Coast version of that, which is nice, but not kind, versus the West Coast, which is kind, but not nice.
Okay. So crafty, smart individual with a heart of gold.
Yeah.
Just the sweetest guy.
But also, he's
Asian. Yeah, we get it, Jake.
What did you say? Actually, you cut out there.
Oh, I said
now,
Asian.
Now I'm going to make you repeat it. Great. I mean, listen, do we not want to whitewash any characters? Do we want to keep this an Asian?
I think it'd be
wrestler?
Ideal.
Okay.
But we'll see. Ultimately, actors play the parts, and maybe we have maybe somebody is that.
I mean,
other parts. But it'd be nice to be able to capture that if we can.
What about like gender swapping it and making it Asuka? There's a lot of yelling. She's very crafty. She does love all of her friends.
She's crazy.
Okay.
Right.
I think Data's also a little crazy.
Is he?
Yeah. He's constantly screaming at people. I don't know, when he's screaming all the time.
That's his Vietnamese whisper. He has a loud volume.
All right, I respect that.
But Asuka's just flat out yelling at people all the time. Jimmy Wang Yang, too Southern. Can't do it.
Yeah.
And he's probably the example you're saying of like,
I don't
he's
think Data's
too kind over nice or one of the other.
Yeah.
Tajiri, very crafty, possibly a little bit.
Literally a buzzsaw. I also think he's just as crazy as Asuka.
See here. Ooh. Potentially Funaki.
Okay.
That guy's incredibly sweet and endearing. He's not loud enough.
All right, getting closer.
Shinsuke Nakamura might be he might
never
be
a rock
in danger
star.
just because he's liquid bones, so he's like,
yeah,
I got out of that.
What about Taka Michinoku?
I think Taka, as much as I enjoy Taka in the ring, I couldn't tell you much about him like outside of it as a personality,
Sure.
Unlike Funaki,
right,
who was SmackDown's number one announcer.
All right, I think Funaki might have it here.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody without whitewashing the character.
And I'm going through like current Wheeler Yuta.
Or okay.
Sorry, can't pull it. So he's already our Dwight Schrute,
Okay, listen. I know that it's hard enough for an Asian actor in Hollywood, But what about Xavier Woods?
He does certainly share many of the qualities.
He feels the most like a Data character, with the exception that he's also a jock. But, listen, they're all wrestlers. So at the end of the day, they're all kind of jocks.
But, when he was a little kid, probably wasn't a jock.
Oh, and he's definitely that kid who has an action belt. Super smart.
I kind of like it.
I think listen.
Funaki can be a stunt double.
Great.
When something's real serious and we're like, hey, we got to make sure Xavier's okay. Funaki, get in there, please.
Funaki's going to be the one playing the bones. Okay.
Mouth,
the Corey Feldman character. I mean, you threw out John Moxley earlier, and I didn't dislike it. I still don't think
he's not charming enough.
I was going to say Mouth is a little sharp. He's also pretty funny.
He's very funny. Like everything he does with Rosalita, that whole scene, speaking Spanish,
right,
and saying the most fucked up things that occur in the Walsh's house of like, this is a torture chamber and they do these horrible things in here. And if you say anything, they're going to fucking cut off your, like all of that. That's not Moxley. Moxley can't do that.
No.
Someone that can do it though, that I think is a pretty solid candidate. I know we also cast a lot, but Jericho could make a potentially
he's great.
A very good mouth.
And sometimes you do just want to fucking smack him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jericho is good. We do cast him quite a bit.
So he doesn't have to be the necessary, because we're spitballing here. So Jericho seems like a likely candidate to start.
He's a good archetype though, for what that character is.
Yes. For Corey Feldman, for a guy that thinks he's a rock star and you're like, it's kind of embarrassing. He also might just play Corey Feldman in the Corey Feldman movie.
I mean, is this CM Punk?
CM Punk works for this too.
Again, another person that you say that we cast quite a bit if we're sticking to alive people.
Yeah. Yeah, he certainly does fit this mold too, because as much as we love him, that other people might go, that guy
also
bugs the shit out of me.
I got another one too. And another opportunity for us to gender bend character, get some more ladies in this cast.
Ooh.
Becky Lynch. She's quick, she's witty, can be kind of obnoxious. Definitely the sort of person who I assume doesn't I could see her not reading the room really well.
Right.
Something I'm assuming she hasn't in common with her husband, but I just don't want to cast him in this because I feel like we also cast him in a lot of things.
I assume she also has a comb on her at all times.
There you go.
Like Mouth.
I kind of like Becky as Mouth, and I also like the gender bend of it, which I think adds a fun dynamic.
I do too. I just don't know if she's the strongest amongst of the mouths.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Like it's,
all right.
When I bring up the Rosalita scene,
right.
That's the one where I'm like, can Becky pull that off? I believe she can pull off the rest of the movie, but that's the one where Mouth really shines.
And that's the one. That's the one where Punk could definitely pull it off.
Yeah, and Jericho.
Yeah.
And Becky, I think she could do all the rest of it for sure. Like I'm picturing Mama Fratelli smacking all the jewels out of Mouth's mouth.
What about Nemeth for this one?
Whoa, Ryan Nemeth?
No, the other one.
That's a big pull. Yeah, Nick Nemeth would work for this too. I think he could do this.
Yeah. I think he's a little bit less likable than Punk is, though. And if Mouth is ultimately at the end of the day still mostly likable, then I might lean Punk. But I could go either way.
Right. We'd have some of our listeners that tell you otherwise. Oh, wait a second. Hold on, Jake. What does the M and MJF stand for?
Max.
Mouth.
Yeah. Another guy I think that we always tap for this, but you're 100% right. There's nobody better for that character than MJF. 100%.
Right?
He is it. He literally is Mouth grown up.
Yeah.
100%. Ship it.
He's
Done.
fucking, he enjoys how devious he can be.
Absolutely. Yes, that's the part of it. The enjoyment of
down.
it. 100%.
Like, I could see him saying Martin Sheen. Martin Sheen. President Kennedy, you idiot.
Perfect. Love it. All right, well, we only have one more Goonie left.
Yeah, one final Goonie, but we get another Goonie by the end of the movie. These are our initial group of Goonies.
Sure.
But of course, Chunk.
Played
by not Ke Huy Quan, but it was played by what's his name?
Jeff Cohen. Not that one. Yeah. Man. I mean, just perpetually lovable, mature beyond his age, but he's a Muppet and he knows he's a Muppet. He's a living cartoon.
He's a fibber to no end.
Right.
Like
True.
Always wanting adoration and just tells tall tales all the time. Gets caught with it and like, no, well, it was, hold on. We'll lie more.
Are you going to say Hulk Hogan with all those lying you're leading to?
No, because all the other Goonies aren't Jimmy Hart. Like Chunk can't get them all paid.
Doesn't get away with a lot of it. Yeah.
Like they make him do the Truffle Shuffle in order to get in.
Yeah.
To the house and stuff like that. So he's probably the most diverse character as far as characteristics and like the arcs that he's got to go through. He's got to cry.
Right.
When being tortured and thinks he's going to be killed. He's not with the group
for
quite
the
majority of the movie.
Yeah. He's captured.
He gets separated from them and captured by the Fratellis and has to have all that. So he's got to work with everybody. He's got to carry so much of this movie. Chunk does. Now I know what you're thinking, Jake. Chunk, Otis. Well, okay, possibly, but I don't know. Because I don't want to body shame anybody and say like, oh, here we got someone ripped for the part.
Yeah, I actually wasn't. I wasn't thinking Otis because I don't think Otis has the emotional chops. I think he's just a Truffle Shuffle. I mean, can I throw something out at you? I know that so far we've decided that we're only going living, but the best example I can think of is Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities there. Just like sometimes Dusty will tell you a story and you go, you are so full of shit.
Exactly.
But the only thing that Dusty, I would question whether or not he has amongst some of the other qualities of like, yeah, he's lovable, he's funny, is I feel like Dusty never had the desperate want to be liked.
True.
Because he just knows he's fucking cool.
Confident. Yeah. But here's the thing is that there's a confidence in Chunk too, but it's like, it's a confidence that his friends don't give him, like that they don't like acknowledge. But yeah.
So that's why I feel like he never has it.
Right. So, yeah. So Dustin Rhodes then instead. Yeah, this is a tough one.
When I think desperation to be liked,
Booker T.
I think Bo Dallas.
Okay. There's something there for sure.
The Bo Leave character felt like he's full of shit.
There's something there.
He had a little bit of titties. There's a little bit of jiggly to the Bo.
We have to separate Bo Dallas from like the Uncle Howdy character and all this stuff. But I see what you're getting. I don't know that it's the best, but I like where you're at.
Okay.
I mean, is this Chris Jericho? I'm thinking of like, there's the desperation to be taken seriously, to be liked, like he's just like Truffle Shuffle. He'll just be like, I'm going to do all the things that you say. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. I think I just figured it out.
Yeah. And then we get in the script. One day he says, it's called the Fozzie Shuffle. Oh, Jesus.
I think I just figured it out. And I don't know about the emotional stuff here, but
okay.
Road Dogg. They're like, hey, go out there, do the truffle shuffle, say the things that you say. We're all going to like you, but not in as much as you like everybody else that you're involved with.
We're not going to like you?
Yeah, I feel like he was always sort of the least favorite of the whole DX gang, as far as not by the public, but like in the group. I always see him as that way. No, wait a minute, X-Pac. Wait, what am I talking about? It's X-Pac.
Yeah, I was like, do you know who X-Pac is?
Never mind.
No, here. Potential gender swapping again.
Okay, I love it.
And I'm going to say, I think this checks almost all the boxes, with the exception of maybe like, we do love you at the end of the day.
Right.
That's the only one that might be left out. But as I say this name, they all might hit you. And this might be our new chunk. Nia Jax.
Yeah, the thing is that Nia Jax is also kind of a mean girl. And Chunk doesn't have any of that.
Yeah.
Like,
but sometimes Nia Jax isn't a mean girl. Like when she was first there, you know, when she's young.
No, she was always
the age of a Chunk.
She was always a mean girl. Yeah, I don't know that I co-sign that one. I just think that she's too much. I mean, she was a former model, for Christ's sakes. Like, there ain't none of that spirit in Chunk.
She's a model?
Also, yeah. And also, there's no way that Nia Jax is befriending Sloth.
But they both like candy and ice cream.
Okay, can I give you?
She befriended Alexa Bliss.
I was actually going to say that maybe Nikki Cross is more, if we're going to gender bend Chunk. She is crazy, funny, has emotions, but also just is constantly befriending monsters.
She is a monster.
Yeah, she did become a monster. Yeah, but she used to be a superhero.
No, she didn't.
I don't know. I think that she was.
She was almost a superhero.
Man, Chunk is harder than I thought it would be.
JC Mateo. Wait. Okay. This is going to be, it's a bit of a stretch.
All right. We're stretching quite a bit here.
We talked about him quite a bit.
Speaking of stretching, did you say you had a heart out today that we're approaching?
Yep.
Great.
He does a dance that's Truffle Shuffle like Jacob Fatu.
Oh, shit. You're 100% right. And at the end of the day, he's like, Solo, I love you. And at the end of the day, he's like, Sloth, I love you.
It's hard. It's a stretch.
You know what? It's a stretch,
I think
but
we could still do better.
Yeah, but because we didn't find the perfect person, I think that I'm okay with giving that to him.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, listen, only because we still have, two more people to cast here.
Okay.
I'm sure there's some folks. I wish it was. I'm sure people are screaming at us as they're listening, because I bet you there's like 4 or 5 really obvious ones that we're just missing. But I'm also just trying not to just cast like a big guy either. You know what I mean? Like that's not the only qualification for Chunk.
Yeah, it's a large qualification, but it's not the only qualification.
No,
because his name is Chunk.
Right. Of course.
Let's not bullshit ourselves. Well, should we move on to Mama Fratelli?
Yeah, let's move on. Let's give it to Jacob Fatu. I like it for now. Can't think of anybody better.
Yeah, he's there for now. Because you don't like Nia Jax. That's Chunk.
Mama Fratelli
is Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Of course it is.
Of
course it is. It's Greg the Hammer Valentine. No need for discussion.
I've done the side-by-side photos before.
Yes.
I don't know.
They are perfect.
That is based off look and demeanor.
Yes. It's Greg the Hammer Valentine in drag.
Why? It just has to wear black and a beret.
Sure.
That's it.
It's perfect.
There's no drag.
Listen, he's gonna win, he's gonna win for this in the same way that Louis won for baskets. 100%. 100%.
Right.
Greg the Hammer Valentine, no questions asked.
Okay.
You think
Sloth?
This is probably the hardest.
Sloth Fratelli.
probably the hardest one. Sloth is a literal monster. He's deformed. Ryback. He just mostly just screams in unfull sentences.
Mm-hmm.
He loves candy bars.
What's he want? He wants to be fed more.
Yeah. Shit. I was like, hey, let's not spend too much time on Chunk because we still have 2 more to cast. I think we immediately found both of these people instantaneously. Yeah, no, Ryback is Sloth, 100%. There's no reason. I'm trying to even think of another option.
You know what? I might have found a potential other Chunk for us.
Okay, but wait, can I throw out an alternate Sloth just in case?
Yes.
Mojo Rawley.
No, because he'll kill somebody.
Great. Perfect.
With all that hype.
I'm satisfied.
Tommy Dreamer is Chunk.
We did it, guys. We got there. Sometimes you just need to have some patience. Tommy Dreamer is perfect for Chunk. Oh. Yeah. I think we've got it. I think we've cast our Goonies. So listen, I know we have to go, but do you know the story?
Rundown?
Sure. And then I'll give my closing thing here.
If there were more time, we'd cast Rosalita and Mrs. Walsh.
Sure.
To help along with that scene with Mouth. So fill those in. Call us with your casting choices, everybody. The evil boyfriend Troy is Jeff Jarrett. We've got our Fratellis. Jake, played by L.A. Knight. Francis, played by J.D. McDonough. Mama Fratelli, Greg the Hammer Valentine. And Sloth, Ryback. And then we have our Goonies. Data, Xavier Woods. Steph, Shayna Baszler. Andy, Karen Jarrett. Mouth, MJF. Chunk, Tommy Dreamer. Brand, Kurt Angle. And Mikey, Mick Foley.
I mean, that's a stellar cast. I'm seeing that movie for sure. Do you know the story of the Dick Donner vacation when they wrapped?
No.
So,
director of the movie, Richard
Donner, spent all this time with these kids, and apparently, like, they all loved him, and it was great, and that. But they drove him insane on set. Like it was the best and worst thing ever. 100%. Yes. So, Dick Donner, when they wrapped, decided that he was going to take a private vacation by himself, I think to Hawaii, or it's a place like that, because there's footage of it, and it's like a beach house somewhere in a tropical place. Right. Because he's finally done with the kids, and they all showed up. No. The whole cast of the Goonies showed up to his private vacation. And there's footage of this, like, because they had like VHS cameras, and they were like, hey, Dick, what are we doing? We're on vacation, we're having fun. And they all just swarm him. And he's just like, what are you doing? Why are you here? And he's just having a breakdown. They talked all about it, and they showed footage of it when I went to like a Dick Donner, like, honoring night at the SAG-AFTRA building. And they, like, a bunch of people were there and talking about him, telling stories, stuff like that. And it's hilarious and amazing. So in this scenario with our Goonies, who's Dick Donner?
Who's Dick Donner?
Who's the one who all of these people, they're just like, I just fucking can't say it. Maybe that's CM Punk. Who's just... I work with children. I don't think
he would enjoy the being around children.
Exactly.
Just at all. But Dick Donner did.
Sure. I guess I meant just for that moment. Just for that, they all show up at the private, quiet vacation.
Well, that sounds like a retired John Cena who no longer wants to deal with Make-A-Wish children.
Perfect.
Who's just like, I'm fucking done with children.
Perfect.
No more.
We did it.
I have a wife now. Leave
all
me
right.
alone.
Well, there you have it, kids. The Goonies with wrestlers for some reason.
Good enough.
Thank you guys for joining us. Once again, shout out to PWP champ Tony Griggs. If you'd like to challenge Tony for that title, you got to become a championship. No, you got to become any Palski. Just got to become a Pro Wrestling Palski over at Patreon.com/PW Palskis. He'll defend that title in the first week of November. Only 2 more opportunities left to get your name in the big, end of year prize pool for all the champions. Check out the shop at pwpalskis.com. You can find the link to the Discord there as well. All the stuff. Scott, get to thank our current Patreon Palskis.
Of course, yes. Thank you to all of you for your continued support of the show. And I look forward so much to Tony Griggs' watch-along match. So thank you to all of our current Patreon Palskis: Adrian Avina, Alex Pierce, Alice Rader, Andrea Beeler, Gilbert Short, Mass Lama, Michael Beltran, Mike Lucas, Suicide, Tim Bemis, Tim Redbeard, Tom Hader, and Tony Griggs, the current PWP champ.
Thanks to each and every one of you for continued support of the program. Would not, should not, could not do it without you. Scott, anything to add before we get out of here?
Do we have any Goonies references left?
I don't think that we do.
I don't know. One-Eyed Willie, Zach Gowen. There we go. We did it.
Oh yeah, we forgot about One-Eyed Willie. How could we? Thanks everybody. By the way, 747-666-5606. That's the number to the Pro Wrestling Palskis hotline if you'd like to call, or you can send a voice memo or a recording of any kind to hotline at pwpalskis.com.
Of
sure.
the Goonies with wrestlers.
Sure. Or suggestions for other things for us to cast, or just any general thoughts, questions. You guys know what it is at this point. If you're still listening, you're your listener. You get it. I think that's it. I think we did it all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's always a blast hanging out with you, Pro Wrestling Palskis.
It's Dragon Wagon.